So as a lot of you know who are watching the project, Octa or Octans has taken a total nosedive from its high just the other day of, let's see, it was at 0.000001327 and now down to an additional 0.33. So, what is that? 3, 6, 9, 12, about 4 times less. So, not twice as less, 4x drop from its high in a very short period of time, right? Which is common with, this isn't even listed on the exchanges yet. Huge potential for reward, comes with a lot of risk, a lot of fluctuation, volatility. That was April 5th. So from April 5th to April 8th, it's dropped by that much. Now, the big deal is, though, it had, and it's gone up significantly. Let's give them credit where credit is owed. If we look at a bigger chart out here, let me see if I can pull the whole thing up. And I'm trying to get to, like, let's say a 4-hour. It's only been around for 12 days. Let's see. So this chart starts on March 27th, and this is April 8th. So, it's a very short period of time. Now you see back here, and here's something to keep in perspective. Here, I don't think you can see this price, but it's hard to count up all the zeros, but 0.00000, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 zeros, and then 8171. And if you start going up this chart, you're dropping zeros, you're going up by 10x. Let's see, when did it first hit the 10x? I mean, here, it's 4 digits on the end. So check this out. Where are we? Like right here. We're at 5 digits already. So it's way over 10x. Now we're at 6 digits. So it's at 100x. Is that right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're at 100x. So we're talking some massive gains. So of course people, and up here, it's just insane the gains that people that got in here early had. So of course you're going to see profit taking. But then it started to make a rebound right here. And it really was starting to make a rebound. And somewhere in here, and it's a choppy looking chart, but somewhere in here, I think it was last night, the founders had scheduled an AMA and asked me anything and said, hey, there was a lot of buildup for it, because when something's only out this short of a time and there's really nothing known about the project other than a little bit on the website, everybody's excited to meet the founders and see if it's a real deal and if they can communicate their vision, right? Because now it's all about the team. Like, we know they can put together a good website, but it's all about the team now. And so when they schedule a call and have people ask questions that are legitimate questions, like how does what you're doing distinguish itself from other, projects that look similar, like very reasonable questions, they built up this amazing community. And then to cancel the AMA, I mean, this thing just plummeted, and we'll need to look at a shorter time frame to really see this, and I don't have any holdings anymore in this. And I think that happened right here. And I saw it just drop. You don't even see the whole candle because it basically broke the chart. I don't know why it's not showing. It dropped all the way down to here. And then I had sold somewhere in there, and then I bought back in here. And then somewhere over here, I sold when I saw it dropping again. And I'm just gonna, I know a lot of people want to be upset or excited about this project, and I understand, but you have to understand, when all you have to go on is, confidence in the team, and you're seeing, can they meet their milestones? Can they set out a schedule of things that they're going to accomplish and hit those? Okay. And when they schedule an AMA and they've had 100 million, not now, but they had over 100 million market cap in their first couple of weeks, when everything is based on the confidence of the community in them, and they schedule an AMA and ask me anything, and they kind of build this up, then they cancel it the night before. It's just obvious that they're way in over their head. You know what I mean? That's what that says. And so can they recover from this? Absolutely. But can this continue to drop? I mean, it's up by 6x, 6 times just in the last 5 days, even from where it's currently at. Even after this drop, it's still way up. And so it could drop massively and still succeed. It could drop massively over the next couple of days or weeks. And, you know, people can come back in and pick it back up. And if it drops by like 6x, I'll pick it back up, probably the same amount I had before, and see if they can pull it off. But, you know, I'm out for now because I just, you know, yeah, it's a gamble. They could get listed on CoinMarketCap, on CoinGecko. They might announce some big stuff and it will skyrocket. Totally can happen. And I actually believe they'll totally rebound from this at some point. But short term, you know, my play is I'm out, let it drop, pick some back up. I have lost a lot of confidence in their ability to fulfill what they're going to do. And I think they're way in over their head. They've admitted that. Now, part of it is they've been very transparent about being in over their head. It's basically what they admitted. They said, hey, we didn't know we'd grow this fast. We need to get prepared. What's weird is they had already grown massively before they scheduled the AMA. And so it was weird they were using that as an excuse when they canceled the call, that they didn't know they were going to grow so fast. It's just obvious they're in over their head. But again, they've admitted that. So, you know, usually people that are going to be scamming people, which is usually the big concern with these things, they don't do these kinds of things. So it's a really far-fetched idea to think that they're intentionally trying to scam people. I don't think so. They wouldn't have done any of this. So on the flip side, on the good side of all of this, I think we can have more confidence that they're really trying to do a good job. They're probably scared. They sound really young, way in over their head, probably not confident communicators. I mean, because if it was me, I would just come on and I would have just painted the vision for the project. It's all they had to do was just paint the vision for the project. Questions they weren't ready to answer. They could have said, hey, we're expanding our team. We've grown very quickly. We really appreciate you guys. Would have been super easy, unless they have really poor communication skills, probably have no experience whatsoever. They're really scared is my guess, which kind of came off. They actually admitted, they weren't even hiding that. So in that regard, it actually suggests that they're legitimate in what they're trying to do, but just way in over their head at the moment. And, you know, and that's not a good signal for people. You know, a lot of people complain that whales pulled their money out, and a few did. But it's because it's not a good signal to the whales that we can, you know, trust them with the money. You know what I mean? So, you know, that they're going to take good care of it, that they're going to be good stewards of this project. I'm sure they're going to try, but they kind of admitted that they don't have necessarily the skills yet. Now, could they grow in having those skills real quick? Could they hire a team of people now and surround themselves with people who could help them pull this off, help communicate the vision? Absolutely. Can they recover from this? Absolutely. But just remember, they're way up still. Even at this drop, it could drop 6 times more and still be high and still be way up. So some of us are just going to wait and see if it drops. And then if it drops low enough, like by 6x, pick some back up. But short term, yeah, it's a risk to be out, but that's part of the risk, right? It's a risk to be in too. And so, you know, that's what it's all about. But I just want to kind of share my thoughts about this. It's kind of interesting to watch and to see these young developers, you know, have more success than they were ready for, and kind of see how they respond to that. They didn't really rise to the challenge well so far, but it doesn't mean they're out for the count. We'll see what happens.